Hello, my loves. It is time for reading today, and we are going to talk about figurative language. I want you to pause the video right now, and I want you to think about all the different types of figurative language that you have seen. Now, we just talked about one the other day that was personification in our book, How to Steal a Dog. And it was talking about sadness swirling around us. There's been a million others. I'm sure you've heard of similes and metaphors and alliteration, onomatopoeia. We've talked about assonance, consonants, hyperbole. Can you think of any others? Today, of all the ones that we know, we are now going to add rhyme. So let's talk about what rhyme is. And I have a very long figurative language page, but let's talk about what rhyme is. So a rhyme is something that we see in poetry all the time. So rhyming is a pattern of stressed syllables or rhyming words. So can you think of some words that rhyme? What about cat, bat, hat, sat, mat, pat? All of those words rhyme. So in a poem, we might have rhyming words at the end of a line. So let's talk about some of the other types of poetry, of figurative language that we see in poetry. Maybe a simile, when we're comparing two things using like or as. You're as fast as a cheetah. A metaphor is when you compare two things without using like or as. Like my sister is a walking dictionary. Didn't use like or as, but it is comparing sister to a walking dictionary. Personification, lightning danced through the sky. You are giving human characteristics to lightning. Lightning can't really dance, so it's personification. Alliteration is a repeated letter sound at the beginning of a word. So Sally sold seashells by the seashore. An onomatopoeia is a sound word. Boom, bang, crash, pow. Assonance is a repeated vowel sound. So the rain in Spain falls mainly on the plain. You hear that A. That is assonance. Consonance is a repeated consonant sound. The lumpy, bumpy road. Hyperbole is an exaggerated statement, which all of you fourth graders are fabulous at. And I'm sure you have said this a bazillion gamillion times, which is a hyperbole right there. I am starving to death. You are not starving to death. You are just hungry. Or your mom or somebody might have said, you have a million toys. Well, you don't really have a million toys, but and then today we are adding rhyme, and that's when cat, hat, bat, sat, mat. We see it at the end of poems. So today we're going to read a poem together. There is one of all of those many figurative languages that I have taught you. There's one in this poem called Quiet Water. I want you, and this part is in Spanish and this part is in English. So I want you to try to figure out I'm not going to read the Spanish one, but I want you to figure out what the figurative language is in this small short poem. Quiet water. Water before it plunges down a waterfall is as still as a mirror facing the sky. What figurative language do you hear in that poem? I heard a simile. As still as a mirror. What is it comparing in this simile? It is comparing water to a mirror. Is as still as a mirror. It's comparing water to a mirror using like or as. So I know that was kind of a short video and kind of a short poem. But today for your assignment, it's a little bit longer, so I wanted to make sure to give you enough time. So you're going to have this poem, and you are going to answer the 8 questions that go along with this poem based off of what we have learned this week about poetry. All right, my loves, I love you so much. Have a great day and have fun doing your poetry passage. Bye.